Seeking the answers to them is not extremism. Demanding accountability is not prejudice, for example. One offender can become representative of millions of people. And that's neither rational nor just. Vikram Digwa committed this crime. In fact, Sikh organisations and leaders of public condemned his murder and expressed concern about rising hostility towards ordinary Sikhs who had absolutely nothing to do with it. But it's also brought up this Kirpan debate. Part of the controversy centres on the weapon used. The case has sparked discussion about the Kirpan in general, which is a ceremonial article of faith carried by some initiated Sikhs, a very small minority. However, the court heard that Digwa was already carrying a smaller kirpan that fulfilled his religious obligations, and that the larger badge used in the murder went beyond that religious requirement. Reasonable people may disagree about legislation. That is totally appropriate. Reasonable people may debate exemptions, and those discussions should happen. But they should happen based on evidence and policy, not anger towards an entire faith group itself. Now, it's important to discuss Sikhs as a collective people here. One reason collective blame is so unfair is because it ignores history. Sikhs have been part of Britain's story for generations. During the First World War, Sikh soldiers fought for the Allied cause across Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. And although Sikhs represented only a small portion of the British population, the population of British India, I should say, they made up a disproportionately large percentage of Indian troops serving the British Empire. And thousands of them died in service to that war, and thousands more were wounded. During the Second World War, Sikh soldiers again fought alongside Allied forces against Nazi Germany and Imperial Japan, and many rightly received decorations for bravery. Others never returned home. The contribution of Sikh servicemen is woven into our military history. It's a history of sacrifice, loyalty, and courage. Now, unfortunately, there is a pattern that repeats throughout history, and we see it all the time. An individual commits a crime, a community becomes the suspect. Suspicion becomes hostility, hostility becomes division. And before long, innocent people are being judged for something that they never did. We've seen it happen to many, many groups. Muslims after terrorist attacks. Jewish communities after international conflicts, which we are seeing right now. Irish communities during the Troubles. And now there are concerns that some people might be trying to use the murder of Henry to stigmatize Sikhs in general. And that doesn't help anybody.